welcome Virginia State Delegate Adele McClure.
Wow. What a tremendous honor to just meet one of my heroes, the Honorable Gabrielle Giffords. Words cannot begin to express the gratitude that I feel for her, for Emily's List, and for my fellow nominees. You are fearless architects of change, brilliant, bold, and ever rising. I am deeply honored to share this moment with you. And less than a year ago, I was preparing to give birth to my daughter. And I'm so fortunate to be here. When I think of Gabrielle Giffords, I think of strength, the kind of strength and courage it takes to rise after the unthinkable, to lead through pain and transform it into purpose, power, and action. And then I look around this room at all of you, my mother, whose grit and grace shaped every fiber of who I am. I am deeply moved by the amount of powerhouse women looking back at me. And when I was a young girl, I could have never imagined this. I grew up in deep poverty, fighting to survive. I witnessed my mom do back-breaking work, working multiple jobs to ensure that I had a fighting chance. My mom protected us with everything she had. That kind of strength didn't just raise me, it saved me. It's carved into my DNA. It's what carried me through hardship and into the halls of the Virginia Capitol. That journey wasn't just mine. It was built on generations of resilience. I am the granddaughter of a sharecropper, descended and enslaved from people in Virginia. And now I serve in the Virginia House of Delegates, the oldest continuous legislative body in the Western Hemisphere. That's not just progress, that's a promise. That where you start should never define how far you can rise. But that journey, it nearly ended before it began. I was 17 years old. I went in for what should have been a routine checkup, the kind of visit you would miss without health care. But thanks to Medicaid, I was there. That visit, it saved my life. Doctors discovered cancerous cells, and because I had access to care, I received the life-saving reproductive surgery I needed. Without that access, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have been treated, and I wouldn't be standing before you today. And after that surgery, at the age of 17, I lived with the quiet fear that I may never be able to have children. So when my daughter came into this world, that moment wasn't just miraculous, it was revolutionary. A victory made possible by the policy, by access, and by the kind of care that every single person deserves. Holding my daughter for the first time redefined my existence. 30 hours of labor. 9 pounds, 1 ounce. 30 hours of pain that tore through my body and spirit, leaving me forever unchanged. That kind of pain that fractures time, breaks you open, body and soul, and the kind of pain that strips away everything that you thought you were and forces you to meet the most powerful, fiercest version of yourself. And then silence. An unparalleled sense of peace rushed over me when she was born. Time slowed, the chaos faded, and in my arms I held my daughter, and nothing else existed, just her, my perfect girl. And in that moment, I knew that I would do anything to protect her. And then another thought hit me, sharper than any contraction. What kind of world have I just brought her into? My daughter was born just days before the presidential election last year. Into a country where our rights are fragile, our futures are negotiable, our bodies are political battlefields. So I made a decision, both as a legislator and as a brand new mother. If I could endure that kind of pain to bring her into this world, I could endure any battle to make it better. And this year, that battle is in Virginia. Virginia isn't just my home, it's the front line for all of us. It's a bellwether, a proving ground. What happens across that river will shape the 2026 midterms and the future of this country. We are the last Southern state holding the line on reproductive freedom. And this year, Virginia will elect her first woman governor in history. So the stakes could not be higher, and the two choices could not be any more different. Because once again, we are staring down two radically different futures for our daughters. I can't do this alone. Abigail Spanberger can't do it alone. All 100 seats of the House of Delegates are up for election, and we need every single voice, every hand, every person in this room. So I'll be reaching out to many of you in the days ahead. So when I call, please pick up. And if I don't have your number, please make sure I get it before tonight ends. Thank you. Because I'm not just calling you for help, I'm calling you into battle, into history. Because movements aren't built by moments. They are built by people who rise when it matters most. The fight isn't just political, it's personal. It's about legacy. It's about the future we refuse to surrender. It's about the world we demand for our daughters, our communities, and ourselves. It's about the unstoppable force when we become and rise as one. We are not just witnesses to this moment, we are the moment. We are the past, present, and future of this movement. And we are not here to politely tap on glass ceilings. We are here to shatter them, gather the shards with our bare hands, and build something unbreakable for the next generation to stand on and rise higher than we ever could. We are women forged in fire, in grace, in pain, in purpose. We've carried burdens most never see. We faced trials that would break others, and we have done it with unflinching resolve. So let the world take note. We will not flinch. We will not break. We will not back down. Not now, not ever, until every door is open, every voice is heard, every right is protected, because pain is just the prelude to our power. The future begins now. The fight begins now. Now, therefore, let it be resolved. God help anyone who dares stand in our way.